There's something happening on the TV. Brilliant colors flashing in front of me. My heart just stopped, eyes open wide. This might be heaven, but I haven't died. I'm a fire throwing plumber with a golden axe. I'm stalking a robot, setting bombs on wall cracks. My arm is a gun, I hit a home run. Can't believe I just won, this is too much fun. Super Mega Graphics 64 Retro games and a whole lot more. All of the titles that we adore, the best of today and what came before. There's too much awesome to contain, 'cause this channel's all about the games.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Sunday Streaming with Cyrus. We're gonna play some Steam games. Some of these are newer. They're all new to me because I just bought them and I haven't even tried them yet. But they're not necessarily brand new. But they're new to me. They were on sale. They're all on sale, so that's why I bought them. So hopefully we'll have some fun today. Hopefully everybody will enjoy the stream, or at least some of it. And we'll have a good time hanging out. We'll see how it goes. Just want to welcome everybody that's here so far. Big Block Plymouth is on Rumble, and you get the pinned comment because you are number one. You are number one. Thank you, sir, for being here. We've got, let's see, last line. New games, new. No, they're not. They're not brand new, but they're new to me. They're new for me. I just bought them, so they're new for me. Anyway, what's up, Jeff? Go Game Go is here. My Intellivision retro Atari buddy old pal, Mr. Awesome, who survived the great flood of 2024. We all remember. Maybe that's not appropriate anymore. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that with everything that's gone on. So anyway, thank you for being here, Jeff. I appreciate you. Time for Cyrus karaoke. Nope, no karaoke today, unfortunately. I'll do it on my own off stream. PJ in the house. My good friend PJ. Happy Sunday. Yes, absolutely. I'll tell you guys a story. PJ, I know you'll find this of interest as soon as I get through it. Just saying hi to everybody. We'll start. I got a story I want to talk about. Jeff says you have your own theme song. Cool. Yes, I wrote the lyrics, but the music was AI generated. I went through a whole bunch of different variations and decided on that one. I enjoy a fair amount of cheese because my brain is Swiss cheese, as we all know. Indeed. Hello, Big Block. Hello, sir. Hello. Channel is all about the games. That's true. That's what the song says. Last line says, I bought Dragon Quest 11 on last week's sale. It finally hit 50% off. Dude, I'm so far behind on Dragon Quest games. It's not even funny. Like, it's not even funny. I literally have only played Dragon Warrior. That's how far behind I am on Dragon Quest games. All right, so let me share a story that you guys might find of interest. Normally, I try to keep things pretty positive and upbeat, and we're just having fun and having a good time. I do occasionally want to give you some insight that I have into things that have gone on, and sometimes that stuff is awesome and fun and fantastic, and sometimes it's a little bit frustrating. So I wanted to share with, and again, PJ, I know you'll find this of interest. I want to share some interesting information that I have. An experience that I've had that's been a little bit wild and wacky regarding the Atari Max cartridge that I ordered for my Atari 5200. If you guys notice any technical issues with the stream, or if it starts getting choppy or blocky or weird or it freezes up, please let me know. It's difficult for me to see those kinds of things happening until they've already become a problem. And a lot of times that happens. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. So, in the past, I have bought things from this guy. In fact, I bought this from that guy, Atari Max. This is a ColecoVision sort of EverDrive for my, obviously, for that system. But I did order one for the Atari 5200. And I've known friends of mine who have also ordered things from this guy, this Atari Max guy, in the past and have had issues. And if you want to investigate this on your own, I'm sure if you do a Google search or look on Reddit or various other places, you're going to find a lengthy history of people who have had issues with this Atari Max situation, trying to buy whatever cartridge you want, whichever variant for whatever console that this guy offers. Issues. Almost, I would say, I don't know this for a fact. I can't tell you that every person that's ever ordered from this guy has had problems, but there are a lot of people that have had major issues, including me, both times that I ordered from this guy. And I've had friends that have ordered from this guy, had the same situation. It's become just this accepted, laughable thing that happens with this dude, where you order from the guy and then you sit around waiting and 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 waiting some more, and then waiting again and waiting and waiting and waiting, and you get no response from any email you send. You get no response from any post you put on his message board. You get no response from anything you send him on Facebook. You get no response unless you lose your shit. Unless you get so fed up that you make a big deal about it. And then magically you'll get a response. This has happened to me recently. Mad Max. Hello. So about my Nirvana tape. Nice setup, Cyrus. Did you not intend to send me that? Was that an accident? Do I have your Nirvana tape by accident, Max? If so, I will return it to you because I don't need it. But that's funny. That's really funny. The Everdrive of waiting. Indeed. You are preaching to the choir, man. Yes. Okay. So anyway, a month ago, I ordered my Atari 5200 cartridge from Steve over at Atari Max. A month ago, heard nothing. I sent multiple emails, multiple messages, nothing. A little over a week ago, he created a label. I saw through stamps.com that he had created a label. It showed up on my post office informed delivery. A label had been generated. I'm like, finally, he's going to ship my Atari Max cartridge. And then a day goes by, another day. And I know for a fact when you generate those postage labels, they don't last forever. Okay. But he printed it, and then days and days and days, a week goes by. Another day goes by. Another day goes by. Nothing from this dude. And I finally had enough. So I posted a really explosive message on his message board. I sent him a email telling him either ship me my cartridge or refund me my money. And if I don't hear from you by the end of the weekend, I'm going to talk to my bank because I'm tired of this. I don't even care anymore. I'm not even excited about the cartridge anymore. I just want this over with. Sent him a private message on Facebook, and miraculously, that day, I hear from him. He sends me an email, and he refers to me by Cy. So he knows who I am, which is interesting. And he says, oh man, I was in the hospital and there was stuff going on and I just forgot to ship your thing. And he generated a new shipping label and he said, I'll send this express or whatever. And that was Friday. He finally contacted me, generated the shipping label, said he's shipping it. Still hasn't shipped it though. Still hasn't shipped it. But he did generate another shipping label. So supposedly it's going to get shipped. Luke says, I'm sick of this stuff with these retro games and companies. Yeah. Max says, eventually I want it back, but you should listen to your boombox. It sounds good on. I have listened to it. I'm enjoying it while I have it, but I'll get it back to you. Don't worry. How dare you, Max? You give me something and want it back. How dare you? It's all right. Sai needs the Coming Out of Their Shells cassette tape. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully I'm going to get this cartridge shipped from Steve at AtariMax.com because he says he did. He's printed the label. I see that. He says he's shipping it. We'll see if he actually does or not. But what's really screwed up about it is that everybody on the message board and everybody on like Reddit and places where I've looked to see what other people's experiences have been, they've kind of just like accepted this. This is just how it is. We're just treated this way, and this is just the way it goes. And what really sucks is this dude is the only dude that makes this type of cartridge for the Atari 5200 and, you know, the Atari Max for the ColecoVision. There might be some other ones for the Atari 2600 or 7800. I don't know, but like, he's like it. He's like the go-to dude for this stuff. And he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't even pretend to give a shit about you or your customer satisfaction or retaining you as a customer or word of mouth or anything. He doesn't give a shit. And people have made up all these excuses to like, just like pretend like it's okay. They're like, oh, well, you know, he's out of town all the time and he only does this on weekends. It's a hobby for him. I don't give a fuck if it's a hobby for you. What is that? That's not an excuse. Oh, it's just a hobby. Are you selling it online? Do you say on your website before I place an order that shipping could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks? Do you say that? No, you don't say that. You don't say that. You take my money right away and then you fuck off for however long until you finally decide to do something. And apparently, if I wouldn't have lost my shit and made a big deal about this, I probably never would have got my cartridge because the guy said he forgot about it. The only way he was reminded that I even exist, that my order even existed, was that I lost my shit and made a big stink about it. And then all of a sudden I was sick and I was in the hospital. Give me a fucking break. PJ says they take the joy out of getting the product. Shame on them. Yeah, absolutely. I don't even care anymore. I don't even like, I'm going to get this thing. And then what am I going to do? Do streams where I'm playing the 5200 flash cartridge and act like I'm happy about this? This has permanently tainted how I feel about this thing. If hopefully I get my cartridge, I'm going to try to enjoy it as much as I can. But what am I supposed to do? Tell people to go buy one from this guy? No. I understand. I saw a used one for the 5200 on eBay, and they wanted more money than the guy charges. And I was like, why would I buy a used one for more money? Well, now I know why. Now I know why people post those on eBay for more money than the dude charges, because you can get it from them. They actually have it and they'll actually send it to you. This other dude, this guy that actually makes them that charges less, I mean, good luck with that. You know, good luck. Hopefully you get it eventually, but there's no promises because the guy literally fucks off as soon as he gets your money. And then maybe if you throw a big enough temper fit, he'll actually care enough to ship it. Maybe. Cy just has Kurt Cobain on lease. That's right. I'll get you your tape, Max. Don't worry. PJ says the malaise of everyone about it is getting frustrating also. Like you said, we are all supposed to be fine with it because, hey, it's just Dave. Dave's just busy. None of us are professionals. Yeah. The excuses for the way we get treated as people who are enthusiasts and we're not just customers, we're enthusiasts, and we have maybe not a big platform. My channels are not big, but they're out there. I'm talking about these products. You could say I'm promoting their work and helping them sell things. You could say that. Sure. Am I deliberately trying to be a shill? Well, make your decision about that from this. No, I'm not. And I will absolutely call out the way it is, the way I'm treated and how I feel about it. But who are these dudes that they do this to the community? I mean, I appreciate, it's so weird because I am very much appreciative that, that things like this exist. I'm very appreciative. Cat hair. Sorry. I'm very much appreciative that there is an Atari Max ColecoVision cartridge or a 5200 cartridge. That's awesome. But That doesn't mean that you get to fuck around and screw me over and not respond and not engage and not give any kind of feedback and not give any kind of like updates about anything. Just take my money and screw off until eventually I make it so annoying to you that you have to do something. That's so screwed up. And then you've ruined my experience, my audience experience, what little audience I have. You've ruined any potential for getting me to help promote what you're doing. We don't have a good relationship anymore. And if you think I'm ever going to buy anything from this dude after this, I don't give a fuck. As much as I might want some of the other products that the guy has, I will never, ever order from this dude again. And I sure as fuck won't go around telling people to order from this dude again. Why would I tell people? Why would I intentionally inflict that upon other people? Find a used one. Go to eBay. Find it. Pay more for it, because trust me, it's worth it. I should have done that in the first place. But what, you know. You don't expect to be treated like this. It's fucking crazy. Luke says, the money, they shouldn't be taken until the order is ready to ship, like nearly every other. Yeah, I'm like, if it's gonna be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks, if you're gonna make me wait over a month, if you're, and like I said, if I wouldn't have said anything, it would have been way longer than that. If you're going to make people wait, you need to tell them. You need to say, oh, it takes 5 to 6 weeks or whatever. And give an update once in a while. Be like, hey, I got all these orders that I haven't filled yet. I should probably send them an email. I have their email. They give their email when they place the order. So maybe I should send an email and say, hey, just want to let you know I'm working on your order. Some things came up, but it's on the way. Don't worry. It's in the works. I do get emails like that occasionally from other things that I've bought that I'm waiting on, like the ColecoVision Club thing. They do send out occasional update emails, which is why I don't shit on those people as bad as I probably should, because we have been waiting a really long time and I don't know when the thing will actually happen, but they do send out occasional updates. Now that's like supposedly a pre-order. So I'm even more tolerant in that situation. This was not a pre-order. This is an order. You took my money and nothing. And that's ridiculous that we put up with this. And you put it up with it in various different ways. And this guy, Steve at Atari Max, this is not a exception. This is not a rare experience that we have as fans of this retro stuff. This is very common. And for this to be this common, for this to be the accepted standard for how crappy these people treat the customers, is insane. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But here we are. Here we are. What's up, CP? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Silver Wings joins the chat. What's up, Silver Wings? Big Block says, oh, it's Dave. Dave's not here, man. Yeah. Cy shills for no one. Well, let's just say Cy's learned his lessons. Let's just say that. CP, the internet is a psychological minefield. It's like the Wild West. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That is a good point. And that, my friend, is the end of human freedom. Wow. That's a thought-provoking statement. PJ says, I am currently waiting on my super game module from Opcode that I ordered in July. In July. That is supposed to ship in November. And I only found out because Papa Pete was kind enough to use his source to... Oh, really? It cut off the end of that. What is it? Did I miss that? It used his source to... Okay, I guess it just cut the end of that off. Wow. You order something in July, and it's not going to ship until November, and they didn't even bother to tell you. The only way you found out is because Papa Pete had to intercede, so to speak, as he does for us all. Papa Pete is like the Holy Spirit of retro gaming. Thank you, Papa Pete. That is, it's so bizarre to me that this is accepted and tolerated, and people will actually, if you make a big deal about something like this, There are people, I guarantee you, PJ, I guarantee you, by me talking about this stuff, they get mad at me. They get mad at me for saying something about it, for like making a big deal about it. And it's like, you're going to ruin it for everyone. You know, like, you need to shut up, man. We should just be glad that they make this stuff. Like, dude, no, fuck that shit. I'm sick and tired. I'm at the point, and I think, PJ, you might be right there with me on this. I'm at the point where I'm almost done. I'm almost just done giving a shit about this homebrew, like retro, like, you know, thing that goes on because of the attitudes of these people. You can't get my ROMs. I don't sell my ROMs. Like, fucker, why? Like, you're not going to sell your ROMs to people? Are you fucking stupid? Are you that big of a dickhead that you're going to make a game for your Intellivision or ColecoVision or whatever, and then the only way you'll sell it to people is on a cartridge? You're not going to make the ROM available? Look, I've tolerated this attitude, and I've said, look, people can do whatever they want with their ROMs and blah, 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 blah. I'm at the point now where I'm like, man, that is a really, that is some gatekeeping shit right there. That is some fucking elitism shit right there. Forcing people to buy the cartridge version and not the ROM version. And the excuse is, oh, I don't want people to give away my ROM. That's a problem that's been solved for you, buddy. We've got those cartridges that have that figured out for the Intellivision. So don't give me that shit about you don't want people to share your ROMs. You should be happy people give a fuck that you're even making stuff for the Intellivision or the ColecoVision or whatever. There's a very small audience of dying people that are dying off, that even give a fuck, that even are aware that these consoles exist. And the fact that there are other grown men who are willing to pay you for that, and you're putting up a barrier like they're not good enough because they're not willing to buy the cartridge version. Fuck those people. I'm not giving those people my ROM because somebody might give one away to somebody. You think those people might then buy your game later? You think that might be possible? You think they might talk about your game and get other people interested and you might actually sell? The attitudes of these people, man, it's beyond infuriating. Like, I love this old stuff, and I love that so many people do so much hard work to create games and to port games over and to do stuff like that. And then for these people to have this like absolute lack of concern or care and just, you know, screw over their customers. It's just, it's gotten to a point where I'm fed up. I'm so fed up. The attitudes. And then some of these people will sell a game that you know 100% they shouldn't be selling because they don't have the rights to it. You know they don't have the rights to it. There's no way you have the rights to it. And they want to sell it to you only on a cartridge, and they want to sell it to you for at least $60, maybe even more than that. And if they can get away with making the rarity excuse, they list them on their own websites for hundreds of dollars for a game they shouldn't even be selling in the first place. I love homebrew. And if you're going to take an owned license that there's no way you should be selling, and you're going to sell it, and you're going to sell it on your website for that kind of money, dude, I don't know. You're a piece of shit. That's not cool, dude. That's not cool. And that's the kind of stuff that actually brings unwanted attention from the owners of these licenses and will eventually destroy homebrew. That's the kind of bullshit that is completely irresponsible, and it's criminal. I mean, you're stealing other people's IPs so that you can act like you made these games, and you're charging customers, enthusiasts, people that love these consoles, an absurd amount of, like, ridiculous amount of money so that they can we just want to play the game, man. We're just wanting to play these games. And you're including us in your fucking bullshit. You're making us like an accessory to your crime. I know I'm going off. I know I'm saying a lot, but I'm just frustrated with the way we're treated. I'm frustrated with this shit. Last line, the people that made the MiG switch did the same to me. They took nearly 7 months to ship. Holy crap. 7 months to ship. When I got it, it was messed up on my Switch OLED card slot. Had to get it repaired. Oh my God. That's insane, dude. Luke says, these people take advantage of people's nostalgia. Absolutely. That's absolutely what's going on. 100%. Yeah, that sucks. They get away with it. I'm good. I'm good. I just, once in a while, I will go off. Once in a while, I will go off. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. Big Block PJ got it. Very old Cheech and Chong reference. Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Papa Oracle. Yes. Thank you, Papa Pete. Thank you. The only people who seem to get anything or are any response are certain YouTubers who seem to have connections. That is not good customer service. You're right. And I feel like, let me just say this. I feel like I probably wouldn't be getting anywhere with this Atari Max thing if I didn't have this right here. If people didn't know who I was and I hadn't said something in public, because I don't know for a fact, but I feel like what happened with Steve was I made a big stink, and some people that know who I am went to Steve that know him and have heard of me and said, hey, this dude's pissed off. What's going on? And because he got embarrassed, then he decided to do something about it. Supposedly. Still hasn't shipped it. Still hasn't shipped. Did create a new label. Might ship. Maybe. Maybe. But hasn't shipped yet. But I wouldn't even be getting that far. I feel like it's probably true. If I didn't have a platform, even though it's not a big platform, I think that's probably true. And I know that that's been the case with other things. Nico. Refund. Excuse me. I know that's been the case. CP, welcome to my world. Jeff says, this is more entertaining than watching games. I didn't intend to do this. I got my stuff over here. We're going to play some games in a little bit. But first I had to get this off my chest. I absolutely have to. Thank you, Jeff. I love you, Jeff. You're a good guy. Thank you very much. PJ says, they can get mad at me. Don't care. Never ordering from them again. Never ordering from Intellivision Revolution either after waiting 10 months for a cartridge with 0 reply to email. Dude, okay, we're going to go there today. We're really going to do this. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. The bullshit that goes on is not cool. It's not cool. You have a fucking obligation to your customers. If you take people's money, guess what that means? You then have them as a customer. You own them as a customer. You own their customership, right? You are responsible until you provide the thing they've given you money for. Why did they give you money? Did they give you money just because you're the cool dude who they like? Did they give you, is it a donation? I don't think it's a donation. I think they gave you money for a product that they are buying from you. So you have a responsibility to provide that product. And until you do that, until you meet that very tiniest, most basic, simple fucking requirement, until you do that one tiny little fucking thing that you are absolutely obligated to do, you are responsible to communicate with your customer what the fuck is going on. Like it, maybe if it takes 3 weeks, whatever. Okay. But if it takes 3 months or 7 months or 10 fucking months, are you kidding me? And you don't respond to any emails. You don't even send any emails. You don't even say anything publicly in any form or fashion on your website. Nothing. Are you fucking serious? In what world is that okay? In what universe of customer to salesperson relationship? Like, you provide a product or service. This is the customer. In what universe is it okay to take people's money and then not say a fucking thing? To fuck off. You know, this just goes on and it goes on. And most of the time when this goes on for that long, people start to call you names that are more appropriate to what you are, rather than a storefront, rather than a producer or a provider, a developer. They start to call you a scammer. They start to call you people. When I told people that it was a month since I ordered my Atari 5200 cartridge, some of my friends were like, this is a fucking scam. This guy is scamming you. And had I not already been privy to all the history and had my own history and known that this guy was just a scumbag, if I didn't already have that, I would have been like, yeah, dude, I got fucking robbed. This guy took my money and had no intention, and maybe he didn't have any intention of actually providing my product, but I would have absolutely thought that. And I would have just gone to my bank and done a charge off, which is what I threatened to do, which is why I got some kind of response. You know, he didn't give a fuck about what he did. He didn't give a fuck about how it affected me. He didn't give a fuck about how much I was looking forward to getting it, or was enthusiastic, or I had a date in mind when I was going to do something with it. Maybe it was a present I was going to give someone or whatever. Didn't give a fuck about any of that. Only time I got any response was when I threatened to go to my bank. And then it was like, oh, I've been in the hospital. I was sick. Fuck you. There's no fucking way this guy was, oh, he was too sick to do anything, until the day I did that. And then all of a sudden, bling, oh, I can magically fucking answer you. 10 months. That's it. I'm so sorry that you've had to put up with that. I'm put that back up, because that is some shit. That is some shit. Oh, I just saw, dude, $20 donation. I did not need that. Dude, I appreciate that very much. We don't encourage donations here, but I do want you to know I appreciate that. I used to be like, I can't do anything. It's part of Rumble, you know, but I used to not even want to accept any donations. But I do know that that's a way that everybody can say thank you in the only way you really can. And so I want you to know I do appreciate that very much. I don't encourage people to do it, but I definitely thank you for that, and I appreciate that. So PJ, thank you for that. I'm gonna put your comment back up, because I want to go into this again. So I don't understand what's going on with Intellivision Revolution, and I get a little tired of people just basically giving these guys free advertising and free promotion, and never saying nothing to call these people out on anything that they do. I mean, I enjoy a lot of these games. I enjoy a lot of these homebrew games, and I think that it's awesome. And I don't mind paying. I've never minded paying for things that I think are legit. You know, if it's not legit, if you don't have a license, you should not be charging for that game. There are plenty of people that do homebrew projects, independent little projects out there, and like if somebody's remaking Final Fight for the Genesis, or like they're doing something like that, and it's like they're not charging for the game. They do accept donations, but they're not charging for the game, and I think that's fine. Okay, some people might even have a problem with that, but I don't. It's fine. They're doing a fan project. They're accepting donations. Okay. But when you charge $100 or $60 for a cartridge for something you don't even have any right to be making, and then you won't even ship it, and you won't make the ROM available, it's like, come on, man. What the fuck is going on? Like, what are we doing? We're out here streaming these games and talking about these games and talking about these guys that are putting these things out like they're the most amazing people in the world, just because we're desperate old men who love our old consoles. I love my Intellivision, and I love to play these new games on it. And I'm so grateful to have an LTO flash and to have friends that appreciate this stuff too. And I want to share it, and I want to talk about these games. I think it's cool as hell. But then when we get fucked around on it, and we're supposed to just eat that, and we're all just supposed to act like that's normal, that's when it's like, you know what, man, at a certain point, we've had enough. And I'm at the point where I don't even care if I get ostracized out of that whole thing and those people refuse to sell me stuff anymore, and they act like I'm the problem and I'm the bad guy because I said something. I don't even care anymore, because I'm sick and tired of me being treated like shit and other people that I know being treated like shit. PJ, you know, the way PJ has been treated is unacceptable on every level. It's unacceptable on every level, but they figure they can get away with it. And that's what is like, man, fuck you, dude. Like, you think you can get away with it with PJ. So who cares what PJ thinks? Now, would they do the same thing to Casey? Would they do the same thing to Papa Pete? See, this is where we're going to get into a problem because I'm going to say shit that I shouldn't say. I love Papa Pete and Casey. I'm not talking bad about them. But my point is, if they were, you know, when they get sold something or when they buy something or whatever, they're treated very differently. And you know that. And I think at a certain point, we have to, I don't want to be treated differently. I don't. Treat me like PJ. If you think PJ's not worth your time, I'm not worth your time. And I'm going to talk about it. But you're not going to do that, are you? You fucking assholes. Luke says they want to release it in limited release cartridges so they can charge more. Sad thing is they're selling these based on IPs and licenses that they don't actually own. Exactly. They have created this whole, we're going to get into a whole thing here. They've created this like concept of rarity for these homebrew cartridges where they're like, oh, we're only making 50 of these, or we're only making 100 of these. We're only making 20 of these. And that's it. No ROM ever, and only 20 of these cartridges. And then those cartridges end up selling for $400 or $500. And they put them up for that price on their own fucking website sometimes. And it's like, really? You can't make more? You didn't make more? Are you sure you didn't make more? How do we know you didn't make more? You said you made 50. Did you really make 300? Did you really make 100? How many did you really make? This bullshit about the rarity, that is a straight up scam. That is a straight up scam, and that's wrong. CPE, how entitled do you have to be to gatekeep such niche shit? Exactly. Last line, Cy ranting on shitty homebrew people is why he don't play new games. He doesn't have the time. Fair enough. Fair enough. Potion Sword Run. What's up, dude? Potion, I hope you're doing good. I know hadn't seen much from you in a while. I hope you're doing good. I know you're dealing with a lot of stuff. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it, man. CP, last line, rightly so. Luke says they're illegally making games based on IPs that they don't own. Yeah, absolutely. And it's fine if you're not charging. It's fine if you're asking for a little donation. I don't care. But you're going to charge me $60 or $100 so you can put out a game that there's no way. And I'm not naming any specific game here, but you know what I'm talking about. There are IPs that you have no business touching. That you have no right to. You have no right to be selling that cartridge, and you fucking know it. And you're charging this exorbitant amount for that fucking cartridge. No ROM available. Sorry, can't do that. And you know, and if they did, what would they charge for that? Anyway, I know I'm kind of going around in circles here. Standing on the shoulders of giants should be a good thing. Yeah. Fortunately, I had some asshole cause me issues in my channel, so it is what it is. Yeah. Prime One. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? How you doing? Stronger and definitely less trusting and more aware. In so many cases, in mine too, only when you shine the tiniest light on it will they do anything. I don't think anything I say is going to make any difference. In fact, the only difference it's going to make is to me. Because they're gonna look at me and they're gonna in private discussions. I already know what's gonna happen because this has happened to me before. In private discussions, I'm gonna get talked about like I'm the problem. That's Cyrus. He's causing a big problem and he's talking a bunch of stuff and he's insulting people and he's saying these terrible things. We can't associate with somebody like that. This has happened to me before. I know I know what I'm talking about. And that's what will happen. Will they change their behavior? No. Most of the people that care about this stuff and buy these games will keep buying these games because they're scared of what will happen if they fucking say anything. I already know. I will cost myself relationships and I will cost myself games that I would love to play because I speak up about this shit. And that's why I have been reluctant to speak up about some of this stuff, but I'm done. I'm tired. I don't care anymore. Thank you, Sai, for saying these things. Someone needs to. Well, someone does. It sucks that it has to be me, but it is what it is. Silverwings, playing any horror games for October? I haven't yet. I should. I'll have to think of something that I want to play. I'll have to do that. But who follows them up? Yeah, I don't know. Luke says, if you're a business and you take the money and never ship the product, you've stolen from these customers. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And as you said, the sheep defend them. I don't want to look, I'm not trying to insult. Let me say this. I have a tremendous amount of empathy for gamers who want to participate and want to play these games and want to have them and collect them and they're in love with these products and these games and these consoles. I have total empathy for that. I am not blaming my friends who are in this community who just want to get these games. I'm not blaming them. I understand how difficult this situation is and how unfortunate it is that you have to go along to get along. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming these fucking assholes that are selling and putting out this stuff, or supposedly putting out this stuff, but playing some kind of weird game. There's this thing that they do a lot of times where they'll say, oh, we're going to produce this product and it's for sale today or it's for sale whenever. And they'll start taking in money. And then after they've gotten enough money, that's when they decide they're actually going to produce it, because they want to see how many people were actually going to buy it. And they don't, and then once they've gotten enough where they feel like it's worth their time, then they produce the product. So it's going to be another 4, 5, 6, 7 months or whatever from that point. But they're not calling it a pre-order, and they're not calling it a Kickstarter. They're saying it's for sale. You can buy it today. Here, place your order. That's the bullshit that I don't like. It's fine if you call it a pre-order and you give somebody an idea of when it will be released. Maybe you don't have an exact date, but you at least have some idea. It's fine if it's a Kickstarter and it's like, okay, we've got to meet certain goals. Okay, people understand that situation. But it's when you misrepresent your product and say, it's for sale, you can buy it today, and I buy it, and then nothing. And nothing. That's when there's a problem. And then if you say anything, then you're the bad guy. You're the one with the problem. No. Big Block, let's celebrate some good stories. I got my Intellivision MCP slot protector right away. Also got Backpit right away too. That's awesome. There are some good people out there. Thank you for saying that, Big Block. That's a good point. That's a very good point. And the good stories need to be talked about too. And I'm not trying to just harp on the negative, but there's so much of this bullshit that goes on. Okay. There are some great stories out there where people will put out something and they work really hard on it and they do a lot of testing and they get it all together and then they sell it, or they do it as a pre-order or Kickstarter or something. And there's good stories out there. Absolutely. And those people need to be celebrated. You're absolutely right for what they've done. So thank you for pointing those out, because that's important. That's the standard. That's the standard. That's what we need to shoot for. Those are the people that need to be in the spotlight. Those are the people that need to be examples to the rest of these people. Those are the people we need to be friends with and talk about and share their stuff and shill for them. They deserve that. They deserve to get their flowers, you know, and they don't deserve to be lumped in with a bunch of charlatans and slow moving freaking assholes. You know, they deserve to be the ones that we look to and we say, you know, you guys have got the right idea and the right mentality and are doing it the right way. So that's a good point. Yeah. Thanks again for that, PJ. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. PJ says, I need that socket protector. That's a great purchase. Absolutely. Hell yeah. Well, there you go. The socket protector sounds like a great thing right there. And we should talk about it more. Absolutely. That's fantastic. 10 months, you could have a whole new person. You could be, yeah. In 10 months, how many other people have they also suckered in and are waiting to? Yeah. And people won't say anything because they're frankly terrified that they're going to get blackballed and blamed, and everybody else is going to be like, oh man, you ruined it for us. TB says, customers have always been reasonable, supportive, and flexible for these things, and people take the piss when people are supportive. It's human nature, I think. Well, maybe so. You know, maybe it's on us to try to make this better. Maybe we need to speak out. Say it like it is. If they are Bellins, they are Bellins. I'm not familiar with that word, but They are bellends. I like that. I don't know what that means. PJ says, I think people have been waiting on the Intellivision Club from Intellivision Revolution for 11 months. And I have heard people give every excuse for that and try to act like, oh, you know, it's okay. It's always like this. No, man, it's not okay. And the fact that it is always like this is the problem. The fact that people have become so used to it that just feel beaten down by it, that they're afraid to even say anything, or just have given up trying to say anything, or just never even tried because it's just like, what's the point? It's like, dude, to be strung along for a year for something that you're desperate to have because they're not going to make it available any other way. This is insane. This is insane. The fact that we put up with this is, I'm not going to put up with this. I would never buy anything from the Intellivision Club, from Intellivision Revolution. I would never do that. After seeing that, when you show me who you are, like, what is the expression? When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Okay? And that's, you know, actions speak louder than words. You could tell me all kinds of stuff all day long about what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Even though they're not actually telling you anything. They don't even care enough to tell you a bunch of bullshit. They just don't care because they know they don't have to care. Because what are you going to do? You're not going to get it from someone else. So fuck you. So we're not even going to tell you anything. But even if they did, 11 months? How is it possible? Let me ask you this. If I have created a product and it's completed enough to show the public what it is, how is it's going to be another 11 months before I can ship that product? How is that even possible? Why would it take that long? Is it because I'm waiting on your money? No, you gave me your money. I've got your money. I've got the money I need to ship these things. That's not the case. Is it because it's not actually ready? Well, I don't know, because you haven't said anything. We don't have any communication to establish that. You haven't given us updates. You haven't given us prognosis. You haven't given us an excuse. You haven't given us anything. You just fuck off for 11 months. And then it's like people just, oh, well, you know, it takes time. This is, I know, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going on and on, but it's, if you were outside of this, and I know some of you people in the chat are outside of this situation. If you saw this from the outside, I'm sure your attitude is like, why would anybody ever want anything to do with this? And that's something for those of us who care about these games and would like to have them and are interested in these consoles and stuff. That's something that some of us have struggled with and are coming to like terms with. We're waking up to this idea that we have been abused as customers, as fans, as loyal fans of this hardware and these games and these generations of games and stuff. We have tried like hell to just go along and just put up with it. And it's gotten to a point where we're just done. We're done. You're not going to get any more money out of me. You're not going to get any more free promotion out of me. You're not going to get any more excuses out of me. I'm done. And when people ask me what my thoughts are and what my experience has been, I'm going to fucking tell them. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to try to make it out like it's better than it is, because I'm a fan and I'm scared that you're going to fuck me over. I've already been fucked over. You've burned all of that goodwill. That goodwill doesn't exist anymore. You burned through the whole thing. There's none left. And at a certain point, we just have to go. Okay, well, I've got nothing left to lose here. So I'm not going to pretend like this has been okay. And that's where we're at. Amen. Amen, CP. Yes. You're not the problem, they are. Well, you know what? You can say that, Luke, and I appreciate you saying that, but I guarantee you, I know for a fact that there is a group of people that will not agree with what you're saying right there. That will actually say, I am the problem and I need to shut up. And we all just want to get our stuff, so shut up, Cyrus. Absolutely. You need to start a movement. I'm not trying to do that. Oh, I'm not going to. Luke, how dare you? I'm not going to go there. But we're frustrated, absolutely. Prime 1, too much controversy within television after Mattel sold the brand. Well, yeah. Luke's Awakening, yeah, Pete and Casey aren't the issues. These people pushing these products want to do what they want them to do so they can promote the products for them, which they do. As I said, it isn't their fault. No, it's not their fault. Casey is a fucking great dude. Anybody that has talked to Intellivision Gamer or Papa Pete or any of my friends in this situation, these are fantastic guys. These are family guys. These are guys that care about gaming, care about this old stuff. They're just trying to enjoy it and share it with other people and have fun doing that. And they are not doing anything wrong. They are being taken advantage of just like the rest of us. You know, I hope everybody understands what I'm getting at with that whole thing. CB, that's it. They get in cost with paper on paper. It's fine. Then they push it and push it. Yeah. I don't know. It's about how much pressure gets put on. If you lead the conversation, they have to follow you. True, the opportunity cost is high, but it will create more true opportunities. I blame no one, but people should take responsibility for their choices. Eventually, they'll turn around and realize they are painted into a corner. This is why I won't use Kickstarter anymore. I have games on there that I backed years ago, still with no release date. That's insane. The only thing I'll say, Luke, and you know where I'm coming from when I say this, at least that's Kickstarter, right? At least they're doing it on a platform where they're not pretending like you're buying it right now. It's like a Kickstarter. Like at least that. I mean, that doesn't make it doesn't make it okay to never provide a product. I'm not saying that. But at least they're not trying to pretend like it's a product that's ready to ship and it's ready to go, or it's going to be ready to go very soon. And then they never even have done anything. It's just like they had an idea. They made a couple of graphics and they put it up on our website and acted like, well, let's see if people buy it. And then if they buy it, then I'll make it. At least they're not pretending. I mean, maybe they're pretending a little bit, but not to the same extent. Prime One says, anyone who's getting into retro selling with a known brand should use a bank loan to produce the product first to release the games on time. And then if they needed to start a Kickstart. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You know, there's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just turn around and tell them to stick it up there. Yeah. If everyone refused, well, we're getting to that point. We're absolutely getting to that point. You know I am. My enthusiasm for doing streams, showing off some of this stuff has diminished. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't done any streams on homebrew in television or anything like that in a while. And it's because I just don't feel good about the way we're being treated, man. And that's why I said, am I going to do streams for my 5200 cartridge when it comes in? I don't know, man. I don't know that I want to provide any kind of like promotion, you know, I don't know, man. It makes you really think about what you do. It makes you really think about what the plan is and what I'm doing and what I want to do going forward. Absolutely. Those are wise words. Believe them. Well, yeah, people don't show you who they are by accident. You know, they might say 100,000 things, but when they do something, that's when you know who they are. Thank you, PJ. Thank you. Big Block says, nothing scarier than someone with nothing left to lose. PJ says, Casey and Pete are two of the nicest people I've ever known in my life, and I'm old. Yeah, they're great guys. They're good friends of mine. I love those guys to death. And I hope I don't cause them any kind of annoyance or aggravation for making some of the statements that were made today. It's not intended that way. I defend my friends, and they are good friends of mine. So, my intention is not to put any kind of, blame or bad will upon them. Big Block, I don't know them personally, but my radar on Casey and Pete says they are good guys. They are. They're very good guys. Awesome rant. Now shut up and game. Oh, okay. Guys, I'm sorry about that. I had a lot to say, and I appreciate very much everybody joining in the discussion. And let's try to chill out. I did buy some stuff on Steam that I want to play. A few of these games were on sale. Let me bring this up. These games were on sale. I picked out some that were cheap, and I felt like I wanted to play. There's a few of them here, and they're not necessarily new games. Okay, these are not necessarily new games, but I just got them, so it'll be the first time I played them. Tomb Raider Anniversary is one. Road Redemption is another one. A game called Valfaris, I think is how it's pronounced. Jet Lancer and G Warrior. These all seem pretty interesting to me. Some of these are a few years old. Some of them are really old, like Tomb Raider Anniversary is pretty old. But I figured I would jump in and check out some of this stuff because they seem pretty cool. They seem pretty cool. And they were all on sale, which is a good thing. I decided to hook up my PS4 DualShock, and I got it working through, let me bring that off, through this program here called DS4 Windows. It also works with the DualSense for your PS5. It'll even work with a PS3 controller if you want to do that. And it basically makes it to where the PC thinks that it's an Xbox 360 controller. Actually more than that, because it adds some extra functionality depending on which controller you use. It'll even do the motion sensing and stuff like that. But it makes it to where you don't have to try to figure out how to set up the controller in some weird way, and some games not working because it's not an Xbox controller or stuff like that. So I highly recommend that. It will work through Bluetooth or wired. Right now I just have mine plugged in wired because I don't want my battery to run out while I'm doing this, but it does work through Bluetooth as well. So we'll be doing that while we're doing this other stuff. And that is not a paid promotion. I make no money from that. Speaking of money, dude, Last Line, thank you very much for that. Dude, you're awesome. You know, Last Line sent me a whole bunch of awesome PC games, and I've barely touched most of them. So we'll have to get back to looking at some of that stuff at some point as well. But thank you very much for that, dude. I appreciate it. PJ says, Steam sale games are a hidden jewel. Indeed. Indeed. Last Line, you should have got the OJ trilogy of Tomb Raider. It is 50% off. Oh, I should have, I guess. I think Tomb Raider Anniversary was on sale for like $3 or something like that. That's why I saw it and I was like, let me get that one. But you're right. I probably should have got the 50% off one too. I was looking at games that were under a certain amount, like under $5 or something like that. They ruined Laura Croft pixelated booty. Oh no. Oh no. 16-bit booty. Ooh. Well, some people are into that, you know. Some people really like the 16-bit booty, you know. Who am I to judge? Everybody's got their kink, you know what I'm saying? I'm not kink shaming anybody. Big Block, I need to start shopping Steam. I've only been on GOG. Oh, there's some great deals on GOG also, I'm sure. I know a lot of people prefer that because of the DRM stuff. But, you know, Steam's been around for a long time. I'm pretty sure it's going to be around for a long time. And I don't mind using it. I don't mind. Oh, man, you told me how to pronounce this name and I forgot. Dude, I'm so sorry. ETN. I don't remember what you told me. I'm sorry. GOG is good because once you download the game, you can keep it. Absolutely. GOG is awesome. Baby got bit. Oh, yeah. ETN. Thank you. ETN. We'll do that. I got to remember that, dude. You got to remind me because, again, brain Swiss cheese. Brain Swiss cheese. It's difficult for me to remember. Okay. I think we're going to start with this G Warrior game right here. I saw this and I found this very interesting, so I want to check it out. DualShock isn't supported by this game. Steam input will translate device. Oh, that's interesting. Okie dokie. It's funny I recognized that. Come on, load the game. Do it. Oh, okay. How do I make this full screen? There we go. Full screen. Uh-oh, we got a VSync issue. It's happened to me once before with another game. The Crew 2, I think. Let's see if I can fix that. Okay, let's see if we can fix that VSync issue. 16, how do I make it? 19, there we go. VSync on. There we go. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's see if it's any good. You nailed why I shop GOG. Absolutely. Yes, Swiss cheese brain. Thank you, sir. Oh, baby, have mercy. ETN. All right. So, do we want to be the overstacked alien dude or the super hot vixen chick? I think we'll be the dude, but we could be either. Look, normal potato. That's weird. Oh, okay. Okay. Normal potato. All right. We'll go with normal. Interesting selection. Area A. Oh, yeah. Can I read that? No. It's too frozen. It's like Contra, kind of. I've seen several games that are kind of like this recently. I don't know if you guys can hear the sound. Hopefully you can hear it again. I love the sound effects. Music's good. This absolutely feels like a Contra game. This would be fantastic two-player. It is two-player. Spread, oh yeah. Dude, this is sick. I think this game was on sale for like $2 or something like that. Ooh, look at that laser. I like that a lot better than the Contra laser. That's cool. Yeah, get some. Oh yeah. Spread. Spread them. Can I pause it? Yes. All right, let me check the chat. California Raisin? Okay. Why the characters on video games have such humongous feet? Because they have a good understanding, ETN. That's what my grandma used to say. You got them big feet because you got a good understanding. Like, alright. It's a Contra bootleg. Kind of is. It kind of is. Like Contra widescreen though, with some extra stuff, but it's very, very similar to Contra. Absolutely. And that's the thing, guys. If you're going to do homebrews and you're going to make them basically like retail games, you know, whether that be a Nintendo license or whatever, you could just make them similar. They don't have to actually be, you know, you don't have to pretend like you got the license to them. You know what I'm saying? Do something similar. Doesn't have to be the actual thing. There's nothing wrong with, you know, doing something in the same vein, like a love letter to whatever game you love. Question mark. I got a bomb. I like the music in this. Graphics, the music. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, we got a boss. We got a boss. Oh my. Oh crap, I screwed that up. God dang it. Where's my bomb? I got a shield. Not gonna last forever. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, no more bombs, no more shields. Oh, damn. I need a 30 lives code. That's what I need. I wonder if there is a 30 lives code. Wouldn't that be awesome? Is this going to start me at the very beginning of the level? It is. Oh, maybe. Is this the beginning of the level? I think it is. Yeah. You know what? I'm curious to see if there is a 30 lives code. Let's see if we can go back to the title. How do you go back? There we go. How would you even put in a code? How would you even do it? I mean, this is absolutely supposed to be like a Contra ripoff. I mean, look at that. Alright. There's an easier difficulty mode. That's probably what I need to do. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's try the easier difficulty. Potato mode. Yeah. And we'll try the chick. Let's try the chick. Oh yeah. Oh my. Machine gun. Oh, I ran right into it. What was I thinking? Ran right into that. Oh, I need to spread. Oh, wow. That's different. Huh. That's different. So the weapons are different depending on your character as well. Interesting. Let's see what the laser does. Yeah, look at that. It's different weapons. Yeah. Alright, check it in the chat. Check it in the chat. I think that good understanding was lewd in nature. Oh. So true, and that's the future. People will get into that and not hold on so tight in the future. Yeah. Alright, back to it. This does let you use the D-pad or the analog, whichever one you prefer. And it is working good with my PlayStation 4 controller. DS4, DualShock 4. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's like a charge shot. That's cool. Huh. Wow, that is wrecking this dude. Of course, I have it on potato mode, too. Oh, well, that wasn't even... I gotta Achievement. That was way easier. That was super easy. Oh my gosh. Oh, nice graphics. Look at that parallaxing. There we go. Oh, damn it. Okay, you can use the the R shoulder button to hold position. So then you can just aim around like this without moving. That's good to know. I didn't realize that. Oh boy. Oh, damn it. No, do not want. Oh, that was close. Okay, we made it through that. This is an excellent game. I'm very happy with this game. Especially because it was cheap as hell. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, damn it. No! God dang. Should have waited for it to come down. Oh, you son of a bitch. I don't know if I can get that. No, it's gone. I've missed it. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, Seekers. Look like a cat's head or something. It's homing. Oh, what? Duck down. Okay. I see. I thought it was going to crush me like in Super Mario World. Oh, I need that. Oh boy. Okay, that says to shoot those things. Oh, crap. Wow. This game is badass. I'll definitely have to play that more. That's a fantastic game. G Warrior is what it's called. G Warrior. Is the stream lagging or is the game? Uh-oh. We having problems with the Stream. That's a bummer. Seems to be okay on this side, so it must be a stream issue. I don't know what's going on. Check it on my phone and see what's going on. Da-da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Uno momento. Okay, it's doing a demo, so we'll just let it run for a minute. It seems to be okay, it's just a little bit behind. See if the sounds are matching up. Okay, it's doing a demo, so we'll just let it run for a minute. It seems to be okay, it's just a little bit behind. Yeah. See if the sounds are matching up. Yeah, it seems okay. It seems okay. It's just a little bit behind, I guess. Well, that game's awesome. That game's really awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely play it more. Wow, they just noticed they had her boobs bouncing all over the place. That's pretty wild. Video games. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right. So I recommend G-Warrior. That's fun. I like that game. All right, let's check out this game called Jet Lancer. This is supposed to be like a shoot 'em up, but it's a kind of interesting take on that. It's a different type of take on it than what I've seen before. So I don't know how well it's going to run or how it's going to be, but we'll see. We'll find out together. If you can't hear it, just let me know. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. And she lands with her leg. Oh, yeah. That's video games. All right, Jet Lancer. Let's see. Settings. Video. Full screen. Yes. Effects. HD scaling. Guess we'll do on that. Controller. Thrust. Afterburner, minigun, open select. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's just jump in and see how it is. Jet Lancer. Kind of like Time Pilot, kind of. Well, it feels a little bit like biplanes, actually. overheat with the afterburner on. Right now we're just learning the game a little bit, I guess, so we're flying, hitting these bubbles. L button is a rocket. Right. Oh, nice. That's cool. I like those explosions. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna use my rockets. Oh! Nice. Oh, that's cool. This is a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. Boom shakalaka. Do a barrel roll. It's not bad. It's not bad down last line. Can you hear me, Ash? Loud and clear, Cap. This new jet is a beauty. It took a minute to get used to the interface, but wow, I've never flown anything like this. I'm glad you like it. It's all we could afford after the last mission. Guy who sold it to me couldn't wait to get rid of it. A beast like this? Why was he in such a hurry to sell? Supposedly, it was a government prototype that never made it into production. He claimed it was because the AI was haunted, but I'm sure it was just bureaucratic red tape. Explains why he kept scanning for eutrophic threats. Hey, why does the instrument panel say limiter on? You trying to hold me back? I don't do limits. Don't touch that setting. Like I said, this thing is a prototype. It's unstable. The limiter is the only thing that's keeping from tearing itself apart. So turning it off would probably kill me. Yes. Got it. Lead with that next time. So what's on the menu today? Nothing too fancy. The First Space Bureau are having a planned military satellite deorbit operation soon. The crash site will be swarmed with all kinds of scavengers and sky pirates looking for debris before it's buried under the sea. They want me to scare some rats off a pile of space garbage? What's next? A pizza delivery contract? Have you forgotten about your last week's contract with the HMS Vanguard? Oh. You mean when I single-handedly saved it from the Sky Pirates raiding party? I'm referring to the part where a couple of your low-altitude maneuvers sent your plane and 2 Sky Pirate jets careening into the deck. We, and by we I mean you, are still on the hook for 350 million credits, and the government isn't a very generous creditor. So why are we talking these nickel and dime jobs then? A couple of real contracts would pay that off in no time. As much as I'd love to put you in mortal danger right now and let our insurance policy cover things, our carrier doesn't have a hover drive. Without a hover drive, We're stuck taking whatever jobs we are offered here in the sheltered sea. Ugh, I'm sick of being trapped in this stupid kiddie pool, but fine, whatever. A job's a job, I guess. That's the spirit. Now get back to the bridge. We have some navigation to do before we'll get to the crash site. Roger that. This job may be literal garbage, but at least it's a good excuse to see what this new bird is capable of. That was a lot of story. New contract available. Oh, look, it's an overworld map, kind of. Interesting. This reminds me of, for some reason, this reminds me of like an RPG, like Final Fantasy VII or something. Disposal orbit, clear area. Okay, hang on. Check it in chat. S for didn't suck. Ooh, haunted AI. Yes. Dominoes again. Oh no, I knew that was going to come up. I almost said it myself. Sounds like a lot of office politics. Indeed. Indeed. Captain. First Space Bureau will start deorbiting operation any second now, and they definitely don't want any of their military-grade equipment to end up in the wrong hands. If you got to keep those scavengers busy until all satellite parts will submerge to unreachable depths. Okay, cool. Here we go. Clear the area. Looks like the pirates really want you dead. They have brought out a heavy armored ship. You have guided rockets for situations like this. Use them. Indeed. Oh, you can like skim the water like that. Oh boy, I gotta head back this way. Oh boy. There we go. Oh, I'm having a hard time. Come on, turn back over that way. Come on, kill this thing. I gotta use my rocket? Is that what it's trying to tell me? Okay. Let's try that. Turn around. Go that way. Okay, I see. There we go. Excellent. Okay, we sank that one. Alright, it took me a while to figure out what I'm doing. Enemy fighter squadron incoming. You charge up rocket swarm to avoid getting cornered. Okay. Oh, I see. I'm charging it up. Nice. Oh my. That was cool. Oh, I ran out of rockets? Oh no, I can charge them. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, now that they're... Okay, now I can charge it again. I got it. Oh, wow, that was close. Wow. Final wave. Here they come. Yeah. Oh yeah. Victory. LOL, I heard it in your brain, man. What's up, Cranable? How you doing? What are you playing, Cyrus? We're playing some games. First time. What is this game called? Okay, let's go back to the menu. Jet Lancer. It's pretty good. It's not too bad. It's pretty fun. It's a kind of a shoot 'em up, kind of not. It's kind of unique, actually. Actually feels a little bit like Biplanes did when I was playing it on the console that never was. Before we were playing a really cool Contra clone called G Warrior. These are games that I got on sale on Steam, very, very cheap. So Jet Lancer was what we were just playing. G Warrior was when I played just before that. Good chiptune, yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Reminds me of a homebrew game called Spout. Oh, I never played that. I'll have to look at that. Spout. That's pretty cool. Okay, well, I think I'll save the rest of this for a different stream. I've been going for a minute here, and I ended up using a lot of my stream for ranting about that stuff with the Atari Max cartridge and the homebrew community and blah, blah, blah. So if you want to hear me yell for a while, rewind the stream and play it from the beginning. Might lose some friends. It is what it is. I'm just tired of people being treated like crap. Kind of like Final Fantasy with all the talking. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, there's a lot of talking. But this whole stream has been a lot of talking. Mainly for me, but you guys have had some fantastic input. And believe me, I really do appreciate that. It's nice to know that anybody would want to hang out and have something to say, something fun to say, something interesting to say. And you guys have really made my day. You really, it was awesome. It was great hanging out with everybody. But I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to go watch the Dallas Cowboys here in a little bit. Yes, I know. I'm losing more friends the more I speak. But Silver Wings, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Greatly appreciate it. If you guys haven't checked out Silver Wings stuff, he's always playing through awesome games. So check out Silver Wings channel if you get a chance. Granable, thank you for being here. Thank you very much. ETN, I definitely love always hanging out with you, and I will desperately try, futilely, but I will desperately try to remember to refer to you as ETM. ETN. I want to say EGM, like Electronic Gaming Monthly. I don't know why. That's weird. You're good people too on my radar. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Big Block. Thank you for being here, Big Block. CPE, carry on walking in the light. Yeah, dude. CPE. Thank you. Definitely appreciate you being here. I know, let's see. Luke was here. Luke's Awakening. Thank you, Luke. As always, my good friend Luke. He does awesome stuff too. Awesome streams. PJ, my brother, PJ, my friend, my fellow dweller in the foxholes of getting screwed by homebrew stuff. Love you, PJ. Thank you for being here. Last line, dude, great friend of mine. Again, he's got awesome stuff too. He's streaming on all kinds of things, not just YouTube, but he's all over the place. Thank you, Last Line, for spending some time hanging out, and thank you for all the games and everything. Definitely appreciate you, dude. Prime One, I've started talking with Prime One a lot more lately, and I have always enjoyed those conversations. So it's really good to see you here, and thank you for coming back. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Who am I missing? Man, it doesn't keep the whole thing up for me to see. Let's see on this side. Oh, Jeff was here. Go Game Go. Thank you, Jeff. My buddy Max, who is going to need his Nirvana tape back. He accidentally sent it to me by mistake. I will return your Nirvana tape. I have something else I got to send you too, Max, so I'll include it in that package. Let's see. Was that pretty much everyone? I think so. Probably missed somebody. If I did, I apologize. It is what it is. I don't intend to do that, but it happens. How about them Cowboys? Well, yeah, we'll see. Cyrus, are you going to sell me that second mixtape of yours? I don't know if I can do that, but if you want one, you can get one. He's got more that he can sell. So I think you can still get one if you're looking for one. I know that not everybody would want something like that, but it's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun little thing to have. So I enjoy having the one or the two. I got one at work, and I got one set up over here for the radio over here. I really appreciate my cousin hooking me up like that. That was really awesome. Last line says TikTok specifically, and you're welcome. Yes, TikTok and YouTube. Go check out the last line. He's the last line. Sorry, it's the last one. Sorry. No more. It's the last one. The last line of defense against boredom. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I always try to be cool with everybody that's cool with me. I know that there's certain people that will probably not appreciate some of the things I've had to say today. And it is what it is. You know, I'm sorry that you have decided to behave in the way that you have, but it's not my fault. And I know there's some other people that watch my stream that are not necessarily watching because they like me, in which case, hi, and hopefully you have a good day as well, because I have nothing against anybody. Do whatever you got to do to get through this life, and if it includes crapping on me, go ahead, crap away. do your crap. Enjoy your crap. It is what it is. Yeah, you can't please everyone. That's true. That is true. They can choose not to be offended. Well, everyone makes their choices, right? The rain falls on the just and the unjust alike, as they say. Anyway, guys and ladies, take care. Thanks for being here. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll have more streams coming soon. But now I got to go watch the Cowboys lose, or maybe win. Maybe. We'll see. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
There's something happening on the TV. Brilliant colors flashing in front of me. My heart just stopped, eyes open wide. This might be heaven, but I haven't died. I'm a fire-throwing plumber with a golden axe. I'm stalking a robot, setting bombs on wall cracks. My arm is a gun, I hit a home run. Can't believe I just won, this is too much fun. Super Mega Graphics 64 Retro games and a whole lot more. All of the titles that we adore, the best of today and what came before. There's too much awesome to contain, 'cause this channel's all about the games. Joysticks, game pads, a golden disc in our hands. Wild surprise fills our eyes. One friend cries as his character dies, but our lives will rise, eyes on the prize, as I defy demise with a surprise. Show them a code that gives us 30 lives. Dodging red turtle shells as I speed ahead, buying weapons and armor for the battle I dread. Desperate for med kits 'cause of all I've bled, building so tall of a wall to keep out the undead and bump them with my head. Super Mega Graphics 64 Retro games and a way more. All of the titles we all adore, best of today and all that came before. There's way too much awesome for us to contain, 'cause this here channel is all about these games. Super Mega Graphics, oh yeah. Super Mega Graphics, oh my. Super Mega Graphics, that's what I said. Super Mega Graphics. hosted by Cy. Super Mega Graphics 64, retro games and a whole lot more. All of the titles that we adore, the best of today and what came before. There's too much awesome to contain, 'cause this channel's all about the games. Yeah! Graphics 64, playing the games that we all adore.